How you doing? It's Mama, better known as Ashley. I'm Ashley Patton. I am the tour director for Kids from Wisconsin. I am here to teach you how to do your makeup / hair for kids. Miss Tina had the excellent idea that we should make a video for our new girls, our new ladies, on how to style yourself for the show. So this is just a general idea for you to use. You can obviously vary it in whatever form you want. We're going for like natural neutral, and we're trying to just make your features pop on stage. The overall goal of stage makeup is to make you look like a human being. It's as if you were, so from far away, we want you to look as if you were a normal person up close, right? Also, we just want to feel pretty. Natural colors, yeah. Base, normal, neutral colors. Nothing too dark. And, of course, the staple red lip for Miss Peggy. For Miss Peggy's requirements, we're going for red lip and blush. As far as hair goes, our requirements are literally just pulled out of your face. Out of your face, and it's half up, half down. Unless there is a day, but where it is really, really hot, and we want to pull our hair completely up. And then that is up to your student leaders to make the decision on whether or not your hair will be pulled up. Normally the student leader will come and talk to me and run it past me as if it's like a, hey, the girls are asking. It's really hot. What do you think, Mom? And 9 out of, like, actually, I'm going to say 10 out of 10 times, I'm going to be like, just do it. If it's really hot, I don't want you guys passing out. I'm not going to deal with that. No, I'm not dealing with that. That's pretty much it. It's some simple requirements. So I'm just going to give you some step-by-step things to do. As we go along, there are things that I give you that are optional, so you obviously don't have to do them if you don't want to. There are variations that you can do if you don't want to. That's basically it. And we're just gonna have a good time and do some makeup. So this is a long video, so buckle in. We are gonna get rocking and rolling, and then I will show you how to become a kid. Look like a kid. Be a kid. All right, here we go. Clearly I have a bare face. I totally recommend putting either a primer or a moisturizer on before you put on some sort of foundation, just because you're gonna wear a lot of makeup for the next, you know, I don't know how many days. This is the E.L.F. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. This is super cheap that I just got at Target. One of my favorite primers is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. This is more expensive that I got at Sephora. However, this is really good for keeping things stuck to your face. For how much you're going to be using your foundation, I might recommend not buying a really expensive one when a cheap one can do the same job. The one that I really like is the L'Oreal Infallible foundation, and this I literally bought at Walgreens. You can also get this from Target. You can use whatever you want to apply it. I do not recommend using your hand. I like to use a beauty blender, so I'm just gonna take a little bit on the back of my hand. You could also apply it directly to your face, but I think putting it on the back of my hand is easier. And then I'm just gonna take a little on my sponge, and I'm gonna put all over my face. Now that I've done my foundation, I am going to conceal. Again, I don't recommend buying something really expensive for how much you're going to be using it. So the cheap one that I really, really like is from E.L.F. This is the 16-hour Camo Concealer. This is like $3. Otherwise, Juvia's Place makes a really good concealer too, and this is like $14. So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my concealer, and I am going to highlight specific areas of my face. We are going to powder, so you can use whatever you want. This is, again, a really cheap powder. This is the Coty Airspun powder. Makeup gurus worldwide swear by this stuff. So obviously it's just a loose powder, and I just am tapping it into the lid. First I'm gonna take a little on my sponge, and I'm gonna put it on the spots that I concealed, to like kind of bake it. I don't really like baking, but I do like setting powder directly into the areas that I concealed. So that's what I'm doing with that. And then I'm gonna take whatever's left in the dish and I'm gonna scoop that up and I'm gonna brush it over my face. It just makes your foundation look less cakey, and it sets it so that it, you know, doesn't melt while you're dancing away or playing your heart out or sweating on, you know, an outdoor stage. So now the next step that I always do is eyebrows. If you don't want to do it though, cool, you can just fast forward through this part of the video. If you do want to learn how to do your eyebrows, keep watching. So I use the Anastasia brow definer. It's just a little pencil, and it's got a spoolie on one end, and then obviously the thing rolls out. What I do first is I take the spoolie and I brush through those hairs, and I start by drawing a line underneath to make it as straight as possible. So I go from this bottom. Ooh, I need to plug my eyebrows. And I'm gonna draw a straight line across to the middle. And then I'm gonna drag that down through the point and flick it down to the bottom. Easy as that, yeah? So then I'm just for accuracy's sake, gonna go back over it, make it really defined, flick it back down. Cool, so now I'm gonna go up to this top right here, and I'm gonna draw that down. Yep, and then I'm gonna fill that in. Cool, then I'm gonna go up to the top, and I'm gonna draw a line across there. And I'm gonna fill that in. Cool, and then I'm gonna fill it in. Fill. Cool, then I'm gonna go to the front, and I'm gonna feather flick up. So I'm flicking, flick, 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 flick. Easy as that. Now you have an eyebrow. Done! So when I was in the troupe in 2014, I didn't know how to do my eyebrows. And I didn't fill them in. And now I look back at pictures and I'm like, where are my eyebrows? So, you know, again, you don't have to do your eyebrows. But if you don't want to look back at pictures someday and be like, where are my eyebrows? I would recommend doing them. Okay, gang, it is time for eyeshadow. Yes! What we're going for here is not Glamazon, Instagram, you know, fabulousness. Generally speaking, neutrals is the way to go, and you're going to get bored of doing the same thing every day. Because it will happen, when you do get bored, if you want to switch it up, that's fine, as long as you're still staying in that neutral zone. I'm gonna use my Warrior 2 palette from Juvia's place. You can buy this at Ulta. It's, I think, $12. $21? It's cheap. Otherwise, ColourPop makes a bunch of really cool palettes. So they have some good like mauve and taupe palettes on their website too. So whatever floats your boat. Otherwise, Morphe makes some. You could buy one of those really big ones from Morphe. Those are all cheap too. So don't blow your money. It's not worth it. Don't blow your money. But we're just gonna do like a neutral brown thing today. So the color I'm gonna start with is Yodit, which is this like chestnut-y brown. And I'm gonna take this brush, which is a M433 from Morphe, and it's a fluffy brush. Again, you can buy all these Morphe brushes at Ulta. The only thing I hate about these is that there's no mirror in the top. It drives me bonkers. Okay, so I'm taking Yodit on my brush and I'm going to pop this right in the corner, and I'm gonna focus on blending just the corner and like halfway across my lid. So I'm not going into my inner corner, and I'm gonna do small circular motions across my lid, okay? I'm like really light-handed. I'm not pushing very hard. That's how you get the best results. do not want to be like in your face. So now I am going to take a taper brush, if I can find it. This is a, again, Morphe M513. And now I'm gonna take can't pronounce it. It's this dark brown one. And I'm just gonna put it in my outer corner. So what's cool about this brush is because it's tapered, yeah, it has more control. So you can just pop it in the corner. So I'm going for like a little V. So I'm gonna go like just here and there. That's all I'm doing. And just keep blending, right? That's my best advice always, is like just keep going. You can always add more if you want to deepen the corner, right? So depending on your eye shape, you can make this as blown out or as not as you want. I have a lot of eye space. Some people don't have a lot of eye space. Entirely up to you. So I could stop here if I wanted to. I kind of want to put a shimmer shade on it though. So I think Leo's kind of fun. This is the BH Cosmetics Zodiac Love Science palette. It's just a shimmer that I'm just gonna pop in my inner corner, and I'm just gonna take my finger and I'm gonna put it for a little extra flavor. Okay, and then because I put shimmer back on my eyelid, I'm gonna go back to Juvia's Place and I'm gonna blend the two together. Oh, this palette is huge! That is the one thing I would recommend. Even though I love the Juvia's the Warrior 2 palette, there's no shimmers in it, so if you are a person who wants shimmers, I would recommend buying a palette that has mattes and shimmers in it. This is the Morphe 431. He's like super little. And I'm gonna pick up the highlighter that's on the inside of this Love Science palette, and I'm just gonna pop it on my inner corner. Just for a second. Extra shebang. Extra little glow. And then I'm also gonna put it under my brow bone for an extra little glow. Again, optional. You don't have to do this. I like doing it. I'm gonna go back to my Juvia's Place palette, and I'm gonna take and I'm just gonna put it under my lower lash line just to kind of connect the two to give my lower lash line a little definition. That's all I'm doing. Nothing crazy. So the next step in our routine is eyeliner. Eyeliner can be challenging for some if you are not practiced in this art form. We're not going for obviously like huge eyeliner. We're just going for something a little bit. The purpose of eyeliner is to make your lashes look thicker and fuller. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start in the middle of my, you could all, and watch, now I'm gonna mess it up because now I'm under pressure, so. Under pressure. Dun, 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 dun. Throwback. I'm going in the middle of my lid. Whoop, and I'm just gonna drag it out to the corner. That's it. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the outer corner. Now for me, I have a nice landmark. I have a mole out here that I can use to draw out to. So you can aim kind of for the tip of your eyebrow if you want your eyeliner to be pretty pointy. I like my eyeliner to go a little flatter, a little straighter. So it just depends on your eye shape. I'm gonna go from the corner and I am gonna flick. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to the tip of that corner and I'm gonna draw back in to my I'm gonna fill it in. She turned out a little thicker than I really wanted her to be, but that's okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna go with teeny little strokes. I'm gonna work my way in to my inner corner to connect that all the way down. Cool, so the last step is some mascara, and then because I am a crazy person, I'm gonna put on eyelashes because I like eyelashes. This is the Roller Lash Mascara from Benefit. Oh, here's a tip about mascara. So when you're putting it on, whatever mirror you're using, hold it underneath your face and put it on from there, because if you are, I did the same thing with my eyeliner, as you probably noticed from where I was holding it, right? I held it underneath my face, right? Because you don't want to pull on your eye, and then this also helps not get your beautiful mascara on your beautiful eyeshadow, and it doesn't ruin your work. All that hard work you put in. Bam! You like can't even tell that I have them on because they're that natural. So the little ones that I put on are they're Ardelle lashes. They're super cheap, again, from Ulta. And I just do that to enhance my lashes. Great! So now we have moved to the contouring phase. So I hate contouring, and obviously, like, I cheater contoured because I used a darker foundation and then I went in with a lighter I can talk concealer, so I'm kind of half contoured already. If I really wanted to go for it, I could take, this is a really cheap contour palette from Makeup Revolution, and I could deepen that a little. I'm pretty neutral, so you have to kind of guess at what your skin tone is so that you're not picking something that's too the wrong shade for you, is what I was trying to say. This is like an angled brush, and I'm highlighting my nose. My other favorite though is my butter bronzer. This is Physicians Formula. So I have a big, this is like a denser fluffy brush. It's not so loose like the big powder brush that I use. It's a denser fluffy brush. And I am gonna take just a little of the butter bronzer, and by a little I mean a lot. So we're not trying to convince anybody. You've just been to Cancun. However, we don't want to wash you out under the stage lights. So you want to look semi, you know, seen. Again, this is the Butter Blush from Physicians Formula. This is in the shade Vintage Rouge. I like this because it's really pigmented. So Miss Peggy loves pigmented blush. She wants the blush on your face, ladies. To make sure you get a lot of pigment on blush, you want to pack it on, and then what you want to do is you want to pack it to your face. So you pack. Cool, and then you circular motions around, okay? And what I'm doing is I'm concentrating on my cheek, and then I'm lifting up and away. Yeah, and you're gonna look ridiculous. This is not everyday makeup. This is not family barbecue day makeup. Cheekbones, baby. Highlighter. I recently purchased, where is she? My new like fan favorite, which is the LiteStix from ColourPop. Super cheap. My other favorite is the NYX Illuminating Illuminator. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm gonna take my stick and I'm gonna put it on top of my cheekbones. And then I'm gonna put down my nose, tip of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and a little up the center of my face. Whoo, yeah. So the last step to be a kid is, of course, the red lip. Literally the staple of kids is a red lip. Unless you're a horn player, then in which case, don't even worry about it, because like, ain't no point to wearing a lipstick when you're a horn player. you want to make sure you use a setting spray. So this is the All Nighter. This is the pollution protectant from Urban Decay. NYX makes a really cheap one. You can buy other cheap ones. I like All Nighter. It works really well for me. So I'm gonna spritz all over my face because I'm gonna wear this all day while I sit on my couch and play video games. That is my full face kids show makeup. Yay! We're the kids, singing kids. We're the kids from Wisconsin. Crushed it. The next step is the hair. Hi, welcome back. The thing about kids is that you want your hair out of your face. Well, the main reason for that is that we want to see your face, but also it's incredibly dangerous to be dancing and moving with hair that could get in your eyes. When I was in the troupe, the big thing for us and the big thing for a long time, I think through that early period, was the poof. You guys now though have been doing like little braids back behind your heads. For me right now, because my hair is pretty much stuck in this like middle part twist thing, I'm just gonna like twist it off to the sides and give myself like these cute little poofs. That's all I'm gonna do. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hair back in a clump and I'm gonna kind of twist it like so. It's kind of cute though. I'm digging this. I, for a very long time, tried to curl my hair or style my hair in a cute way. And I quickly learned that that was a really dumb idea because the sweating and the running around and my hair wasn't holding up, and it was just starting to look really bad throughout the run of the show. Honestly, your hair should be practical, guys. Like, this is not a runway show. It doesn't need to be, look, like I'm done. The end. For your home show, if that's when you want to do something crazy, do it. If for your premiere you want to do fun hair, cool. If for closing you want to do fun hair, do it. But for every other day, it just needs to be practical and out of your face. Like, this took me literally 2 seconds. And all I did was French braid it before I went to bed. And then I pinned it back and that was it. The other thing I can use I have from Ref, if you have any of this, is like ocean mist or like salt spray. To give it some grit so that it holds a little bit. But it should not be something that takes you 3 hours so that you're stressed out before getting ready, because for load-in, right, it's usually like 2.5 hours to 3 hours for load-in, and it usually takes us about an hour to an hour and a half to actually set up, and then the rest of the time is designated for us to do our jobs to make sure that everything is actually running properly. That is time for you to do this, because the actual show prep time right before the show is only an hour, and in that hour you need to warm up, change your costume, like change into your opening costume, and we do circle. So you don't have time to do all of this. So you need to be mindful about the time that you're using. So what you're doing needs to be practical and it needs to not be time consuming. That's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. I hope that this was helpful and informational. If you have questions about anything at all tour related, please let me know. I am an awesome resource because I am an alumni. I've been in your shoes. I know where you've been, which is really cool. And that's what I think is an awesome thing about our staff, is that most of us, I think like 75% of us, are alumni or have been with the organization long enough that we're basically alumni. We know this organization inside and out, and we really, really understand what you're going through, and we've kind of seen it all. If you have questions about anything, let us know, for real. There are no dumb questions. There are no stupid questions. My number one priority all the time on the road is your safety and your health. Mental, physical, emotional health. Because I love you and I care about you. So I hope that you are safe and happy and well. I look forward to meeting all of my new faces. My returning ladies, I love you very, very much, and I'm very, very, very excited to see your beautiful faces again. I miss you all dearly. Cool. Be well. Be safe. I will see you soon. I love you.